So 2020 is a leap year, which doesn't happen very often. And the reason we have one is directly related to the way our planet moves around the sun. So most of us are pretty familiar with the basic ways that Earth is moving through space. One way that we move is our planet is always spinning around on its axis. It takes one day for it to spin around one time, or 24 hours. And it's nice that we don't actually feel that motion. We'd get pretty dizzy if we did. In fact, the equator of Earth is rotating at about 1,000 miles per hour. So we're rotating pretty quickly. And again, it takes 24 hours to spin around once. So looking at our globe here, we have a nice view of North America. So we're right here in Eugene. After 24 hours, our planet has spun around one time and we return to the same place on the Earth facing towards the sun. So that's one major way that we move. But the other major way that we move is Earth is traveling around the sun. And most people know it takes 365 days or 1 year for our planet to go around the sun one time. So using my globe to demonstrate that, not only are we spinning around on our axis like this, but we are also traveling around the sun. And again, it takes about 365 days for us to spin around and go all the way around the sun one time and return to that same spot that we were in space. But the reason we have a leap year is because when Earth does return after 1 year, when we return back to that same exact place that we were in space, notice that North America is not facing towards the sun, or it's not on the front part of my globe, it's kind of off to the side. And that's because it actually takes about 365 days, 5 hours, and 48 minutes or so for our planet to actually return to the same place that it was exactly 1 year ago. So basically, our day does not divide evenly into our year. So that means that, oh, that was a horrible noise. I'm sorry about that. So I'll repeat myself a little bit. So the day does not evenly divide into a year. So when our Earth returns to where it was exactly 1 year ago, North America is now in sunset about 5 hours later than it was in that previous place. Now the next year, after it goes around again, then our Earth would be situated kind of like this. So it would be over on the nighttime side when we return to that same spot in space. And the next year would be around like this. So basically, over time, it's a very subtle difference. From year to year, you might not really notice that that was happening. But over the course of many years, what that would mean is our holidays would actually drift through the seasons. So if we didn't have a leap year, after only a century or so of not having a leap year, the summer solstice, which normally falls right around June 21st, the first day of summer, wouldn't actually happen until the middle of July. So that is why leap years are introduced. They basically correct for those 5 extra hours that we're actually getting each year in our journey around the sun.